Come on.
It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is August 2nd, 2019. Shout out to my man Corko. The song request, Old Thing Back, the Montana mix. We're gonna rock out to that today, ladies and gents. What's going on? Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to another episode. Today we're gonna look at something that was a shocker to me. We've got Walmart wanting to patent a stable coin. Let's see what happens. Is this the blueprint that's needed for a corporation to come out with their own cryptocurrency or stable coin? I'll take a look at the details with you and give you my two Satoshis on it. I have not looked at this article, so we're going to see what they're talking about here. And second article is out of Decrypt Media. Saw this on Twitter earlier this morning in my Brave browser and got very geeked. I actually tweeted about this. You can now tip BAT on Twitter with the Brave browser. I'm just always blown back at the consistency with this particular project, the Brave browser and BAT. They're always hitting new milestones, always progressively getting better with their platform, and I guess that's why I've been a fan since the beginning. I knew this would be a great project, so they're doing their thing, and we're going to take a look at that in a second here. And lastly, out of the Bitcoinist, Bitcoin will never drop to 6,000 again, financial analyst says. You know, I always crack up when people say never to anything. But it caught my attention, so we're going to take a look at it and see what this analyst has to say in regards to what evidence he's using to back this bold statement. But before we get started, I do want to give a shout out to smartcash.cc. They were voted #1 crypto in Brazil in 2018. And also crypto.com. They are my channel patron. They are doing some amazing things over there. They've got crypto debit cards, 100% rebates on Netflix and even Hulu, and some other rebates, maybe not quite as much as 100% back, but rebates on Airbnb, Expedia.com. So check those guys out. They are now available in the US. I'm still waiting on my card to get here. It should be here any day now. And once I get it, I'll give you guys a full review of what that card is like to use and all the benefits of it. But yeah, crypto.com, check those guys out. Got a link in the description below, even though you're probably not going to need that. It's just crypto.com. That's easy enough. Let's take a look at this heat map and get into things today. Coin360.com, let's take a look at it. Bitcoin is at $10,441. A little pullback today. It's up 2.78% still though. And Ethereum is at $217.31, up just shy of 1%. EOS down though 3.6% to $4.14, and we've got Litecoin down as well, pretty big actually, 5.6% to $94.10, and BNB down as well, just shy of 2% to $27.93. But if we look at the 30-day view on all of the coins, Bitcoin down 12%, 12.5% to be exact. Ethereum still down pretty badly, 28%. So is EOS down 31%. Litecoin down 22%. BNB down 14%. And Bitcoin Cash down 22%. So you can see the trend here. Alt's getting hit much harder and not rebounding nearly as much as Bitcoin has in the past 30 days. But if we look at my chart analysis, look at this. I'm going to zoom in for you. This thing almost followed my line up to a T. That is crazy, but it did exactly what I thought it would. It broke above and out of the channel. So now this area should be, and this area meaning 10,167 bucks, should now be an area of support for us. So I'm just going to go ahead and extend this outward like that. Extend the bottom one as well. That's where we should see some area of support now. If we break back below that, that is a sign and would be a concern for me. But I don't think that's going to happen at this point. I will have to say, though, I was expecting a faster move up to 11,000. That did not happen. So last hour, a couple hours ago, we actually got a slam down. So we'll have to see what happens, but that's kind of short term. I don't really operate that short of a time scale. And again, if you guys ever want to, and I always forget to do this, but if you're interested in learning how to trade with my system, my strategy, manually trade, and this will be applicable to any asset class, drop me a line at cryptoblood.io and I will get back to you on the details of this tailored training session that I do. We'll do a number of webinars, one-on-ones, and then 5 tailored videos specifically for you. So yeah, contact me at cryptoblood.io if you want more details on that. But let's take a look at this first article out of Decrypt Media. You can now tip BAT on Twitter within the Brave browser. Is this the start of a tipping war between Bitcoin and Ethereum on Twitter? Let's see. Twitter users are now able to tip with the basic attention token as long as they use the Brave browser. The recent move could put more pressure on Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, a vocal Bitcoin fan, to introduce native cryptocurrency tipping for all users. And so if you guys aren't familiar with it, I use it every day. It's a privacy preserving web browser that in default mode blocks ads and doesn't collect user information. It also allows users to choose to receive ads and get paid for viewing them. The browser, which has been downloaded 6 million times, includes a wallet for BAT, an Ethereum-based token used as the cryptocurrency of choice within the Brave browser. However, for users to cash out, they must go through Know Your Customer protocols, and Brave previously introduced support for tipping with BAT on Reddit, Vimeo, and GitHub. Brave hopes to encourage an online environment where lesser known influencers and content creators are able to make extra money rather than it all going to the platform itself. And this, it hopes, will drive up usage of BAT across social media platforms. The tipping model works for users of the Brave desktop browser who visits Twitter and have enabled Brave rewards that will now find a tip button on each tweet, which, when clicked, will allow the users to send as much BAT as they want directly to an author of that tweet. Brave will also allow for recurring tipping so that automatic BAT payments can go to the same Twitter user on a monthly basis. This is not the first attempt of bringing cryptocurrency-based tipping to Twitter. Tipping.me is a browser extension that supports tipping made using the Bitcoin Lightning Network. I think I did cover this when this happened. But I think personally that it'll be a losing battle for Twitter to try to compete with BAT in this space. I mean, they could set that up, tipping, but the adoption is so low and so small at the moment that them changing their ecosystem, their user experience for a very small fraction of users, I don't think they'll be willing to do that. They're a publicly traded company. Any small change means a lot and can impact them in a good way or in a bad way. But there's a lot that goes with that, legal things and logistically. So I think having Brave do it from a layer above the internet, not at an application specific level, is great, man. It's the fastest way for it to scale. And I'm telling you, I think Brave is a sleeping giant, one that in the future, the token is, I think, some inflationary aspect to it, which is cool, but I think even the demand for BAT will outstrip the inflation. So that's why I've had it for a long time, have been accumulating it for a long time, and it's been one of my top favorite cryptocurrencies. So yeah, guys, check out that. If you're not using Brave browser, download it. It's quick, man. It will not slow your computer down like Chrome, but it has all the features and functionality as Chrome as well. You can use the Chrome extensions in there, all of that. Much better experience, very light on your resources. So check them out. And tip Crypto Blood if you're out there using Brave browser. Tip me on Twitter. I would love to see that. But the next article is out of the Bitcoinist and is about this financial analyst saying that Bitcoin will never drop below 6,000 again. I wouldn't say never. That is a strong statement right there. Bitcoin might never dip below 6,000 again. Anyway, if the coin tumbles to that level, we should buy lots of it. This is the conclusion of Timothy Peterson, a chartered financial analyst and fund manager. There is no way back, he says. Yesterday, Peterson tweeted that Bitcoin would never drop to 6,000 in our lifetime. While this prediction sounds daring, the analyst used a financial simulation technique called Monte Carlo. I'm very familiar with that. This algorithm simulation helps analysts understand the probability of various outcomes in a process that is hardly predictable because of random influences. Given that the Bitcoin market is still in an emerging phase, it can go one direction or another based on unexpected variables related to regulation, demand, and competition, so on and so forth. Analysts use the Monte Carlo simulation to anticipate the influence of risk and uncertainty in the markets. So Peterson shows multiple outcomes that include the worst case and best case scenario. The 2-year forecast is seeded with weighted past monthly data and variances. And so here it is. If you're watching this, this is his actual tweet. This is his Monte Carlo of Bitcoin. And I don't think any of them see a price below 6,000. Now, Monte Carlo is not like the end all be all algorithm, prediction set algorithm at all. It's just something you should use in conjunction with other methods. But I don't know if he has or is he's going solely on this Monte Carlo algorithm. But yeah, he says pretty sure we'll never see Bitcoin equal 6,000 again, not in our lifetimes. If BTC drops to that low, you better be buying a lot of it. And the article goes on to say, thus Bitcoin might hit 38,000 by 2021 in the best case scenario. The lowest probable price by that time is between 11 and 13,000. Currently, Bitcoin is trading at around 10,600 after surging over 5.5% in the last 24 hours, according to CoinMarketCap data. The rally is mainly driven by the recent interest rate cut by the U.S. Federal Reserve, which makes the American currency less attractive for investors. I don't know why they're pinning the rally solely on the rate cut. I'm not too sure about that statement there. But anyway, Peterson goes on to say the purpose is to show that downside risk is limited and that upside projections of 100,000, 300,000, and 400,000 are crazy. I like that. I like that. So it goes on to say that in March of this year, Peterson published a research paper titled Bitcoin Spreads Like a Virus. The document discussed the correlation between the increase in the number of users and the price of the cryptocurrency. It uses a mathematical methodology based on Metcalfe's law, according to which the value of the network is proportional to the square of the number of its users. Peterson compared Bitcoin with Facebook and concluded that there is no compelling evidence that suggests that the growth and price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are likely to proceed according to the relatively straightforward mathematical model on which is similar to the growth curves of Facebook and other networks. The conclusion is that the long-term growth rate in Bitcoin users will boost the price of the coin. Using this model, Peterson expects Bitcoin to hit 160,000 by 2025. You know what? I like those numbers. That sounds, for just a gut feeling, that sounds pretty good. You guys let me know, and I'm going to publish a poll on Twitter again today and pin it to the video. Do you think Bitcoin will exceed $100,000 by 2025? Let me know in the comments below. And also, do you think Bitcoin will go lower than 6,000 ever again? Let me know in the comments. I'm not too sure about never going lower than 6,000, but I kind of like his prediction on $36,000 Bitcoin by next year or 2021. That sounds realistic, if you want to say. So and then of course to me, I can see 36,000 by 2021 x any global financial black swan type crisis. Okay, that I have to put that in there. So if it just goes as normal, business as usual, yeah, 36,000 2021. Almost purely just kind of like organic growth for Bitcoin. But that's still, no other asset class are you going to get this type of performance. None. So I think you're going to just start to see it compound as hedge fund managers or as pension fund managers start to look for more growth, because they're going to get it in the stock market. Believe me. If the Fed continues to go the way they're going, it's going to increase the price of all assets against the dollar. So you're going to still see the Dow hit 30,000, $35,000 Dow. You're going to see those types of numbers, and stocks are just going to melt up. But it's not about that by itself. You got to compare it to a basket of other securities or assets. And I think Bitcoin is just going to outperform even a melt up of the Wall Street casino house, i.e. the stock market. So guys, again, let me know and make sure to place your vote on that poll that I have pinned in the comments below. And I'm saving the best for last, people. Walmart wants to patent a stablecoin that looks a lot like Facebook's Libra. Oh man, here we go. Retail giant Walmart has applied for a cryptocurrency patent that bears some similarities to the Libra token proposed by Facebook in mid-June. In its application, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, Walmart touts the concept of a digital currency tied to a regular currency, that is, what's commonly known as a stablecoin. Libra will be a token pegged to a basket of fiat currencies and government bonds, according to Facebook. Over and above that, the filing suggests that the proposed coin could help provide finance for those with limited access to banking services, one of the major claims Facebook has made for Libra, most likely in an effort to appeal to the public and regulators over the token. Walmart states here, using a digital currency, low-income households that find banking expensive may have the alternative way to handle wealth at an institution that can supply the majority of their day-to-day financial and product needs. They say the digital currency may be pegged to the US dollar and available for use only at selected retailers or partners. In other embodiments, the digital currency is available for use anywhere. The digital currency can provide a fee-free or fee-minimal place to store wealth that can be spent, for example, at retailers and, if needed, easily converted to cash. A notable difference is that users of the Walmart coin could even earn interest, the application suggested. With Libra, interest earned on the scheme's potentially vast reserve funds would go to Libra partners that back the company to the tune of around 10 million. Though Walmart says its token could store users' purchasing histories on the blockchain and then apply related savings to their subsequent purchases in a similar way as loyalty points. Walmart is already using blockchain for tracking products like fresh greens and pharmaceuticals. It has also been investigating various use cases of the technology, with projects including connecting automated delivery drones, and in June, Walmart China launched, and I talked about this, a live scheme to improve the nation's poor food safety record. So let me just explain something with this scenario of a Walmart coin. This actually might fly. And the reason I'm saying this, that this one might fly is because it's one-to-one pegged to the dollar. So really there's no threat because they still have to have those Federal Reserve notes. There's a demand, direct correlation to the Federal Reserve notes that are issued by the Fed. If that's the case, then there's no issue there. It's just a second layer. Okay. The issue with Libra, and what I pointed out, is that it was a mixture of yen, dollar, and euro dollar. That essentially cuts the demand for dollar by 2/3. Just hypothetically speaking, if this thing really grew, meaning Libra. So the growth and the demand for dollars will be 2/3 less than if they used a stable coin that was one-to-one backed with the dollar. So this is a scenario where I can definitely see this being passed. We'll have to see though. You guys let me know your thoughts about this Walmart coin. Do you think we'll see this as a viable and realistic rollout versus Libra? Or do you still think Libra is going to be actually rolling out as well? Let me know in the comments below. But yes, CB thinks that this one could actually fly. That's pretty much it though for today, ladies and gents. Shout out to my man Cork O out there on YouTube for the song request. Old Thing Back, Matoma Mix. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell, all that good stuff. You know the routine to help grow this channel. And again, join me August 16th, guys, in Detroit, 5 p.m. Free tickets. Just hit the link in my Twitter feed. I have it pinned at the top. Max Kaiser, Stacy Herbert, and Crypto Blood. It's my two Satoshis for August 2nd, 2019. I'm out of here, people. Holla!